Shalom, all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash. The bonus to the elect apostles, bishops, elders at Great Millstone, ever well. Shalom to like Ike out there whose work sincerity and truth and not for vainglory, in season, out of season. All right, so just going to bring a couple of scriptures out. I know the apostle Aram Lab, LD Yashawamba, and certain other brothers are bringing about this whole situation with the Georgia Guidestones. Okay. And, it's been damaged. One of the stones have been broken. Maybe it's a lightning strike. Maybe lightning struck the stone and broke it. Or maybe Esau broke it, But it's just a sign of America, okay? America being destroyed. The end of America, the end of the rulership of the so-called white man, okay? All right? So whether it be, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, that did something to it, or whether Esau did something to it, it's the end. It's the end. It's just a sign of the end of the so-called white man's rulership. Now, he doesn't like to be called by his God-given name, okay, which is Esau, okay. Now, the word Esau in the Hebrew is Ishashawa, which means wasted away is he, because he has no pigmentation. He has no melanin, meaning he's not dark skinned, okay. His blood shows forth through his skin. That's why he's called Edom as well in the Bible, which means red, because his blood shows forth through his skin. He's translucent, like the Apostle Tahar broke down years ago. Okay. He's see-through. You can see the blood that's in his body. Okay. That's why he's known as Edom as well. And the word Edom in the Hebrew, Adawam, which means red. Okay. Esau, wasted away as he, because he didn't come out like the other babies, like his brother Jacob. His brother Jacob came out plain. Okay. Meaning what? Jacob was dark-skinned like all the other nations on the earth that had pigmentation, that had melanin. Esau had what? No melanin. Okay. So this is the name that Yahweh gave him. Okay. And he's the wicked of the earth, and his time is at an end. Okay. When you read the scriptures, it tells you the Most High Yahweh has appointed the bounds that he cannot pass, meaning his rulership is not going to go past the time of him going down. He's not going to extend his rulership. Okay. All right. His rulership is not going to go past the time that Yahweh have appointed him. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Most High. Yahweh Shai is the name of his son. Okay. The deliverer that's going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. Which is the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So, whatever plans the wicked elite, the international bankers, the Illuminati, as they call themselves, which just means light bearers, okay, because they say that they have the light. They're the light of the earth. Everybody must come to them to receive the light. When you read the scriptures, the elect of the nation of Israel got to come to Yahweh Shai to receive the light. Okay? All right? And eventually all the nations are going to receive the light in the form of them having to do the law, statutes, and commandments, which is the light, which is the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, so let me read these two scriptures right here. This is Job, the 18th chapter and the 5th verse. Okay. Job, the 18th chapter and the 5th verse. It says, yea, the light of the wicked. Okay. The light of the wicked. What is the light of the wicked? Okay. The light of the wicked is the wicked elite, the Illuminati. Okay. The International Bank of Small Hats. Okay. Because they're the ones who set up this society. They're the ones who set up America. They're the ones who set up their philosophy. They're the ones who, the turning of things upside down. You know, here it is. You have the law, statutes, and commandments. You have them. And what did the so-called white man do? He turned them upside down. He did the opposite of the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. So it says, yea, the light of the wicked. Who's the wicked? The wicked is the so-called white man. Okay. You know, and why is he the wicked? Negroes, like 2/3 use Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans will say, well, why are you saying that the so-called white man, because he's not white, he's red, okay? Like I just said, his God-given names, okay? All right? Edom, Adawam, in the Hebrew, which means red. Esau, Ishashua, wasted away as he. Because he has no melanin, he has no pigmentation. You can see the blood come forth through his skin. Okay? So he's the wicked. Why is he the wicked? Because look what's happening in the earth today. So it says, yea, the light of the wicked, the light of the so-called white man. Because, you know what I'm saying, like the Apostle Tahar said, you know, at one time, everybody wanted to come to America, you know, because that was the light of the world. All right. Everybody wanted to come to America. You know, even I have brothers tell me that their parents, whether they be from the Latino countries, whether it be from the West Indian countries, you know, whether they be from West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, so forth, Cameroon, their parents believed that the streets really was paved in gold, you know, here in America. Okay. And then when they got over here, they found out that shit was all a lie. Okay. They had to struggle just like the so-called black man, so-called black woman, son or daughter that was over here. Okay. Was struggling, you know, because America was the light of the world. That's why America is going to be completely, utterly destroyed. Okay. All right. The light of the world, their philosophy, their democracy. Okay. The light of the world, man. Okay. Everybody wants to come. Everybody wanted to come here, man. You know, so they can be all they can be. You know, do whatever they want to do. YOLO, you only live once. You know, be a part of the LGBT community, the American dream. You know, even our people, even so-called Negroes, West Indians and Haitians and Latinos and Native Americans that were over here, even they wanted the American dream. You know? So America was the light of the world, you know? All right? But which the elite, the wicked elite, The international bankers, the Illuminati, which just means light bearers, them that have the light. They say that they have the light. They have all the answers. They have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of how things in the world should run. Oh, how you should live. Okay? But the prophets of the Lord, they're the light bearers, the illuminated ones. Okay? They're the true illuminated ones. They're the true Illuminati. All right? The elect apostle, bishops, elders, and brothers. And the other brothers that speak the same thing as the apostles. Okay? All right? Of a great millstone. Great millstone. All right? Yea, the light of the wicked. So this way of life, this philosophy, this beacon of light to the whole world, okay, which is America, which is the spirit, which is Babylon, which is the spiritual, the daughter of Babylon, the spiritual Babylon, which is the spiritual Sodom, which is the spiritual Egypt, okay? Because Egypt, you got to remember, the Israelites were, the 12 tribes of Israel were in bondage in the land of Egypt. Now they're in the spiritual Egypt, which is America, in bondage and slavery, okay? Even though 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they believe that they're free. Okay? They believe that they're free. They believe they're not in slavery anymore, which they are in slavery. But they're in a contractual slavery, man. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you sign your name on a dotted line, hey, man, you a slave to the elites, man. You a slave to the system. They can, you give your rights away when you sign your name on a dotted line, man. You see what I'm saying? And you're still a slave physically because, this is not money that you're getting, man. This is a bunch of FRNs. That dollar bill, that $1 bill, $5, $10 bill. Okay? All right, just give me a second, brothers. So, the light, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out. So, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to put out the light of the wicked, and this is the time that we're living in. It's the time of the end of the so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, according to the Bible. It's time for him to be put out of rulership. Okay? All right? And it's time for Jacob, which represent you, the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to be put up in rulership. Okay? And there's many scriptures on that, man. There's many scriptures on that, man. There's many scriptures on that. So, the light of the wicked shall be put out. So, this Georgia Guidestone, whether it's Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai did it through natural means, or whether the elites broke it down, it's still all Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, because the scriptures say that Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men. So he's the one that's controlling the so-called white man to do what he's doing. He's controlling the wicked elite small hats to do what they do. Okay? All right? And he controls all the elements. So however that Georgia Guidestone got broken down, it tells you the plans of of the wicked elite, okay, of the wicked elite small hats, that they want to bring humanity down to 500 million. So that means they want to kill 6 to 7 billion people on the earth. They want to murder 6 to 7 billion people on the earth, man. You know, they want to bring out their RFID chip, which they are going to bring it out, which is the mark of the beast. You know, they want to bring forth a famine, you know, so they can have complete total control with this RFID chip, this MOTB, the mark of the beast. Okay. So they can have complete control over your body and your spirit. Okay. And say that you belong to them because they gave you the mark of the beast. Okay. Which goes back into the Bible, the all that a Hebrew slave used to get, you know, when he wanted to be a servant to his master, another Hebrew master, forever. Okay. Now there were laws that if an Israelite had another Israelite as a servant, there were laws he had to let him go after a certain amount of time. But if he said, I love my master, I love, you know, my master's house and everything like that, then the master would put an all through his ear. And that means that slave had to be a servant unto him forever. You know, you can go into the laws, statutes, commandments and look at it of the Bible. You know, maybe he had kids, you know, that the master gave the servant, slave, the Israelites gave the Israelite servant, you know, a woman, you know, and he had kids and he didn't want to leave his kids. So, you know, for whatever various reasons that the Israelite servant wanted to stay. But the Israelite servant had laws protecting him, the laws of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. And this is the same thing the Esau's want to do, man. This is the same thing the so-called white man want to do. You know, he wants to give you that modern day all, which is that mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay, but the light of the wicked shall be put out. You know, and this is just another sign of the light of the wicked being put out. Because, hey, man, that's Esau's plans, man, you know, that he wrote on them stones, them Georgia Guidestones. Okay? So your time is up, Esau. All right, so he's the wicked, the light of the wicked. The wicked is a so-called white man. You know, you can read Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? All right? Who's the wicked? This so-called white man. He's the wicked of the earth. Okay? All right? And you know, there's many scriptures to prove he's the wicked. Okay? Look what's going on in the earth today. LGBT community, wicked. GMO food, genetically modified organisms, which is not real food, seedless fruits, and so forth, which is all against the law, statutes, and commandments. The LGBT community, which is all against the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? You know, the bloodshed of the saints, which is against the law, statutes, and commandments. Yahweh said, 6 things doth he hate, yea, 7 is abomination unto him, a proud look. And the so-called white man is proud, you know, of all the things that he's doing in the earth against the Bible, against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, he's going out into space, you know, talking about he's going to colonize the moon and all this old madness. That's not according to the scriptures, man. Okay? The Lord didn't tell a so-called white man to go out to the moon and colonize the moon. Okay? So he can destroy the moon. The Lord didn't tell a so-called white man to make GMO foods, genetically modified organism. Why you think there's such thing as organic? You pay more for organic foods than regular foods, which are all GMO foods. Okay? Because see, this is all his wickedness that the so-called white man has done. He's put women over men. That's against the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? And he's the one that's in rulership of the earth. And, this is what he's set up in the earth. Okay? All right? Those are the billion trillionaires, man. That own a Shell and Sunoco and Chevron and, BP and, you know what I'm saying? That's going to bring out the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Who makes the vaccines, man. Okay? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, which is the so-called white man. Who's doing all this? The so-called white man. All right? So, okay, the light of the wicked shall be put out, man. Esau's beacon of light to the whole world, like he has, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for everybody to follow him, to follow his way of life. All right? Like he's the light. Like he has all the answers, which he doesn't, shall be put out. And with that, hope you've been edified. Shalom.